So, anyone can use the Force now? That's what I've heard from so many people since Ahsoka Episode 3 came out. And honestly, this one caught me off guard as well. But the more I think about it, the more the pieces start to click together in my head. People are calling Sabine a Mary Sue and claiming that Disney just broke the way the Force works because only Jedi can use the Force and that regular people simply can't. Obviously, the Jedi is just a religious cult. True, they can use the Force and rely on their connection to it in all that they do, but they do not exclusively own the connection to the Force. And don't forget, we are told by Hu Yang that Sabine would never have been accepted into the Jedi Order in the first place. So the first question I will pose is this. Are there people or beings in Star Wars that have a natural connection to the Force who are not Jedi? Of course, the answer is yes. Think of the midichlorians. The more of them one has, the stronger the natural connection to the Force. Han Solo would be a good candidate for this discussion. Can he move objects with his mind? No, but we see exceptional piloting skills and reaction time on full display multiple times. Can he Jedi mind control? No, but he is rather persuasive and charismatic. Are these demonstrations of Force powers? Maybe. Or maybe he has a natural connection to the Force, even if he doesn't know it. Also, consider Chirrut Imwe from Rogue One. Obviously, he had a connection to the Force. Maybe he was naturally gifted, but never trained in the ways of the Force to the degree that the Jedi did. Or maybe he had a naturally weak connection to the Force and devoted his entire life to learning the ways of the Force. So this begs the second question. If Chirrut continued to foster that connection, could he eventually grow to the point where he could move objects telekinetically? I believe the answer is yes. The Force is in all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us and binds the galaxy together. As George Lucas himself has said, anyone could use the Force.
Well, it's always been designed so that every living being has the Force. The amount of Force, which is like a talent or intelligence, is different in every person. Some of it is inherited, but it's no more than a talent. It's not something you can acquire, it's something you can learn to use. I have the power to lift that cup off the table using the Force, but I can't do it unless I have been trained to do it.
So there we have it. Does Sabine using the Force break canon? No, not remotely. We'll still have to see how the writers go about displaying her training, her struggle, and her abilities, and there's still time for Dave Filoni to make a fool of himself. But as far as Ahsoka Episode 3 is concerned, it all makes sense. So, yes, anyone can use the Force.
Look at his face.